Regarding we are in the discussion of the SAP installation part, right? SAP installations. So this is what we are discussing as part of the installation. So we have started the SWPM tool. We started the giving the inputs. So new SID and new SID. So if you give the new SID, it will take the password for all the users at a time. So if you are using the existing SID, it will ask the please provide the password of that user. So which means you need to enter the that password of the user. If you are so then if you know password, we can enter it. If you don't know the password of that user, then it keep on asking the password. So whenever you are starting the installation, always the first point. So you are starting the new means new SID, you can create it. Just give the inputs. That's it. So you no need to go for the complete installations and everything here, right? So then what happens after the installation or during the installation? So what happens, right? Inputs we are giving maximum 1 hour it will take for installation in giving the inputs. Then what happens after that? So after the installation means after the installation, so there are the SAP system application layer will be created, application layer, right? So application, so layer will be created. So it kind of the post activities means after the installation, the post installation activities, post installation. So activities, so the things we should know, we need to know. So what will exactly happens in the after the post installation activities here, right? So here, so they are the application server. SAP means application server will be created. SAP will build it here, right? So then what SAP contains here? SAP means here, so they are the two instances. They are the two instances will be created in SAP system here, right? Two instances means, so one is the, which means SAP, whenever you build the SAP, so one primary application server, one, so ASCS instance will be created. So they are the two instances will be created here, right? So, and also the list of services also created. And also the next point is the list of processes that we called as the list of work process will be created during the installation. List of work process will be created during the installation here. So we assume so SAP application server we are building means we are constructing a new house. Then inside of the house we have the family members will stay. One family can stay inside of the house, right? Same as like here also after the installation, they are the some process will be created that is called the SAP family members, that we will call it as the so SAP work process will be created here. They are the 7 process will be created that is called the so DV EBMGS. So what is mean by DV? D means so dialog work process. V means update work process. E means NQ work process, right? So B means the background work process here. The M means a message server, right? So G means the gateway. G means gateway work process here. Then S means the spool work process. The printing purpose we will use this work process here. So they are the 7 core process will be created. So inside of the SAP system, when you build a new house, then after building the new house, what will happen? The one family can stay inside of the home. The family means they are the family members, father, mother, child, kids, like same as like once the SAP system created, they are the 7 core process, and SAP core process will stay inside of the SAP system here. Then maximum inside of the home, we will carry out the our homework, right? Same as like in SAP also, SAP system related activities, everything will be carried out by the this work process. SAP activities will be carried out by the SAP. This work process will be carried out here, right? So then, so here you said like two instances. What is mean by instance here, right? What is mean by instance? Instance, right? Normally we discussed instance. Instance is a set of services will stay. set of services will stay inside of the instance here. Set of services. Instance means some set of services. Some set of services will called as the one instance here. So when you build the new house, when you build the SAP system here, there is a presentation layer. This is the application layer. This is the database layer, right? So presentation layer. So means you are here. Your SAP, you have your logon pad, your details, your laptops, all are here. From here, you will connect to the your SAP system here. This is called the application layer here. Sir, application layer means you have the 7 process. Then there are the 2 instances where it will be here. So in the application layer, you will get the 2 instances here. One is this is called the ASCS. Then the next one is called the then application server layer. Application server layer here. Application server layer here. So this is the ASCS. This is the application server. Then what is P means primary application server. We are installing the first application, first SAP system is created. That's why first application server means primary application server, primary application server here, right? So this is the database. This is the DB. This is the we are here. So then we have built the this house we have built. House means inside of the partitions, master bedroom, small bedroom like that. Here also application server and ASCS will be created. Who will create this SAP system means then SWPM tool, SWPM tool. Then what are the softwares you required, right? So we require the some of the softwares we required. What are the softwares means? So we know SWPM, right? Exports, kernel, DB client, and host agent. These are the softwares we required, right? So these are the instance. This we will call it as the instance. Inside of the SAP system, there are the 2 instances will be created. SAP means one SID. So SAP system we are creating means we are giving the naming right during the creation of the SAP system. That is one. So then how to check this process here? Then how to log into the our server here, right? So everybody knows this one. So we have to use the this port. We have to use the this one. This is the IP to log into the server here. Then once you log into the here, then you can just open the URL. Just you will get the SAP skin. You will get the application server here. You can see the application server. You can see the application server here. So here you can see the whenever you done the SAP installation here, right? Whenever you done the SAP installation, so it's a Windows-based systems. You will get the SAP management console, either ECC or any product. If you do the installation, normally product means we have the multiple products are there in SAP here, right? In multiple products means NetWeaver, right? ECC, then S4 HANA, like CRM or SRM. So whatever it's etc n number of products are there SAP. So if you do any product installation, any SAP system installation, so the common procedure, the common basics we have here, any SAP installation common procedure here, right? Common procedure here, SAP system. So on the ASCS and primary application server, we will get it out here, common procedure here. So here, so what common procedure, common. So here, any SAP installation you have done it, in the desktop, you will get the one SAP management console for the Windows-based systems here, right? During the installation, this management studio, this management console will be created here. So inside of this creation, you will see the list of SAP applications, list of SAP SIDs, which you have done the installation. So those will be created here. Those will be created here. I think we have created. So that's the reason you can see SAP system is created here. You can see in the MMC, you will see the details. In the MMC, you will see the details here. In the MMC, you can see the details here. So here, this will be created automatically when the time of installation. When the time of installation, this will be created automatically here, right? So here, what we have to do, we need to see here each SID. If you do the 10 SIDs installation, then 10 entries will be populated in the screen here. 10 entries will be populated in the screen here. 10 entries will be populated. 10 entries will be populated in the screen here, right? So SAP system application product means SAP is the one of the application layer where the actual transactions and everything will process in this application layer here. That is called the application layer here. Application layer here. So here you can see the SIDs means NWV or NP1. They are created here. So for what is this green means? This is started. This is running. So that's why it's green status. It is the hash color, which means this is not started. This is the stopped status. This is the stopped status here. This is the stopped status. That's why you see this is in the ash color status here. Ash color status here, right? So NP1 and WV. So this is the stopped status here. So here, what we have to do here, so we need to this is the stopped status, this is the started status here. Then what we have to do? As I mentioned here, SAP is whenever you create the SAP system, means one SID creation is done, there the two instances are created. You can see there are the two instances here. So one is normally we have given this instance numbers here during the installation type here, right? One is normally two instances are created. One is the ASCS instance, second one is the primary application server instance here. Sir, where can we see? How can I remember here? Right? So ASCS means in the ASCS 7 process, then in the ASCS means where we have the message server and queue server is available, that is called the ASCS instance here. Then remaining process will run on the dialog, update, background, so gateway, spool. So this 5 process will be run on the each application server. Each application server, either any product, any SAP, as I mentioned here, SAP system means any SAP system here, right? Our activities, our basis activities, our core activities are common. Our basis activities are core common here. Basis activities are core common activities here, right? So here, these are the 5 plus 2, total 7 here, right? So here, you see, so if you just expand this one, go to the process list here, you see message server and NQ server. These two are running status here. These two are running status here, which means, so this is the ASCS instance. Instance means set of services will run here. Set of process will run here, right? So see here, set of process means these two processes are running here. The remaining processes are running on the your application server here. That is called the application server. You can see, so DIA shortcut DVEB, dialogues, update, background, spool, right? So remaining process are in this process list here. So gateway here, right? So gateway, but along with here we have the other process also available here, right? So each application server we have, along with this 5 process here, we have the dispatcher. We have the dispatcher plus IGS, then so ICM. So these 3 will be additional here. So every application server, so you have these 3. So which means with this, these are the 5 work process. These are the services here. These are the process services here, right? So here, so if someone asks you how many work process will be created during the SAP installation, means 7 DV, EB, MGS here. How many instances will be created? 2 instances will be created here, right? How many process? How many instances will be created here, right? So where we have the dispatcher and remaining dialog updates are there, that is called the application server, primary application server here, PAS, primary application server. Where we have the message server and queue server is running, that is called the ASCS instance. If one is the ASCS instance, then other one will be the application server only, right? So in this way also we can say it here. Here you can see about the dispatcher is running status. What is the process ID? When was the start time? So all the information will be so created here, right? The work process, when was the created, is running or not? It will be give the it's given the information, right? So here now what to do here after that? Is it done our work? No. Even 1% also not done by our work here. Then what is the next point here, right? So everybody desktop, once you log in, you have the SAP logon pad here, SAP logon pad here. right? So to log into the SAP system, so this is a small software which we have to install it here. This is the software we have to install inside of the our remote desktop here. So I hope everybody has the access, everybody got the so this icon, right? SAP logon pad, SAP logon pad access here, SAP logon pad access here we have, right? So SAP, so what is this? Let me delete. So, okay. So everybody, so someone maybe they have installed the SAP logon pad, I think here, right? So maybe it's a small service here. So once one person is installed, it is available for the everybody here. So maybe it's a kind of one, see here, lot of SAP systems are installed. Maybe here, if you, someone like why they have downloaded the JVM also. JVM, why JVM they have downloaded? So that's why if I give the admin access, people start downloading the all those things here. Kernel. Okay, kernel file. Okay. So that's fine. Maybe someone downloaded the SAP EXE, SAP, that one also. Not sure who downloaded. There is a SAP SAP GUI logon pad here. So this is the one of the software, one of the tool which we have to download from the service marketplace. Just we have to download the service marketplace. We have to install it here. Then this one you have to open. Just open the software here, SAP GUI. So SAP GUI. So to log into the SAP system, this is very important. So to log into the SAP system, you need SAP GUI to log into the SAP system, to log into the SAP systems, you need SAP GUI. Means this is the GUI we have to install it here, right? In our desktops, laptops are where, so you have to install it here. From here, we need to connect to the SAP. We need to connect to the SAP here. From here, we have to connect to the SAP system here, right? So then SAP screen will be opened here. In your data on top of the database, SAP will be installed. So that is fine. But this is the application layer here. This is the SAP application layer here. This is the SAP application layer. So we have the three types of layers. So presentation layer, application layer, and database layer here, right? So we are discussing about the SAP part. This part we are discussing now, right? SAP means which SAP, either ECC or NetWeaver or S4HANA. Any SAP system, this basic is very important here, right? So first of all, application layer here. So in the application layer, so you will be installed. You will get the SAP logon pad in the application layer. You will get the SAP logon pad here. In the application layer, you will get the SAP logon pad here. The logon pad you see. So in the logon pad you see the so empty screen here, right? Here we need to add the our SAP system details here, right? So for this one, just click on here. You can see there is a new option here. Well, because it's a manually we need to add the SAP system entries here, right? Just click on the okay. Here asking the description here. This is the SAP NetWeaver system. So then what is the NWV, right? What is the instance number here, right? This parameter is mandatory. Everybody has to give it here, right? So here, two ways we can connect to the SAP system. Directly we can connect to the, so this one, ASCS instance. Directly we can connect to the ASCS from here to here also. This will connect it here. So otherwise, directly also we can connect to the SAP, so application server instead of ASCS here, right? Two ways. Either directly we can from connect to the, so our application server here, or we can also indirectly connect to the application server via ASCS instance. We can connect it here, right? So here what we have to do here, right? So here we have to add the entries here. So here it is asking the SID, means we know NWV. Host name means it's like some KP online, and also here instance number is the 0. Zero is the instance number here. It is the 2 here. Here it is the 2. It is the 0 here. Why? Because we are not connecting directly using the message server NQ server here. We are connecting directly from the application server, right? This is the application server 0, right? So here you need to give the 0 0, and application server name means here the KP online. So this is the application server name means I have given here. Click on the next button. Click on the next button. Finish. So your SAP system is added to the SAP login pad here. So this is one everybody has to add this one here, right? This is the first step here. So if you know this one, then you can know how to automate it, this entries here, right? First of all, we should know everybody has to create the entry. If you create one time, then you will get very hands-on here, right? But because tomorrow your manager asked you to in the screen sharing session, could you please add the SAP system into this or login pad? That time we should know about these details, right? That's why please try to add manually. Okay. Now how I added? Similar way, you can also add it here. Then after that, just click on the login, select the entry or login, or if you double click it, then you can see your SAP screen will be opened. SAP screen is opened here. Now you see SAP screen got opened here. This is the SAP home page here. This is the application server got opened. So how you launched it here? From the presentation layer. From the presentation layer, your application server layer got opened here. All right, application server layer got opened here. So who took your work here? So here this respective work process, this respective 7 work process will carry out the your work, your transactions, your processing, everything in the SAP systems here, everything in the SAP systems here. These works will be carried out by this SAP systems here, right? So this is the one thing here. One is the application software. To log into the SAP system, what you need? You need the SAP logon pad you required. SAP the logon pad you required here. Then similar way in the logon pad we created the SAP system. SAP system we created in the logon pad we created the SAP system here, right? That is what we got it here. So now you have opened the SAP applicant server, but here it is asking the client number, right? Then it is asking the user ID and password, right? Then how to log into this SAP system here, right? So what is this concepts here, right? So whenever you create the SAP system here, by default here, whenever you create the SAP system here, by default you will get the two. So by default configurations, like, so you will get the, so OS level 2 users, SAP level 2 users, and DB level users, you will get it out here. OS level. OS level users means SID ADM user, then SAP, the services SID, you will get it out here. Then SAP level users, to log into the SAP system, initially we need to use the SAP star or DDIC. For database level admin activities, we have to use the SID ADM user here. So these are the users are creating here. So along with this one, you will also get the clients here. So what is mean by client here? So in the SAP system, it's not just URL based, it's not like GA tabs like that. There is a transaction code based SAP system means we have to enter the transaction code, the respective pages, business pages will be opened here, right? So here to log into the SAP system, so this clients also, there is a client concept in the SAP here. In there, everything we have to, every business data we have to store into the clients. So multiple clients we can create it here, right? Client is the one of the business entity. There is a separate topic for client. So where we have to store the data, that is called the client here, right? Client is the one of the business entity where we need to store the data, that as the, so client concept here, right? So here by default you will get the 000 and 999 are the, so up to here we can create the, up to here 1,000 clients, up to 1,000 we can create 1,000 clients. In the 1,000 clients we can create it, we can create 1,000 clients here. So here 000 and 001 are the default clients here, are the, so default clients here, are the default clients here. Default clients means it will come as part of the installation here to log into the system. But we should not store the business data in these clients. Means our business activities, our transaction activities, we should not store in these clients here. Only we have to use this client, and SAP level you are logging means any one of the user you have to open then we need to log into the SAP system here, right? Here 001, then any one of the user like DDAC. Why? Because these users are created during the installation time. During the installation time, these users are created here. These users are created during the installation time here, right?
Ravi, what is the difference between these two users like SAP Star and DAC and when to use this?
So anyone initially to log into the SAP system, we have to use this users here to log into the initially. So initially to log into the SAP system, we have to use, so we have to use this one here. Means initially to log into the SAP system, these are the super users here. First time when you are logging to the SAP system, we don't have any user. First time we are logging to the SAP system, we don't have any users, right? So SAP given this master users, that's we will call it as the super users to us to log into the SAP system, create your own users. So when we have to use this users means whenever is there any maintenance activities. Maintenance means so upgrades, hmm, client language installations, so support packs. So that time we have to use this SAP Star or DDIC users. We have to use it. Not all the time here. Why? Because once you log into this user, you have to create your own users. Then we have to disable these users here. Why? Because these are the super users. So it contains the all the access here. So we should disable this one here after. So you create the initial setup, initial configuration is done, right? So that's what first of all, first time you are logged into the SAP system, then which user you will use, right? We don't know what is the username, right? So that's why SAP given the two users for us, that is called the SAP Star and DDIC. Any one of the user you can use it to log into the system here, right? Super users. So DDIC I'm using, not sure what is the password they set for this. Oh, not sure. So who installed this one? NWV. Did you know the password? Can you ping me? You know the password, can you ping me here? I can just log into the system. Okay, okay. So thank you, Vijay. So here you can see, so we can just do DDIC. So then click on the, then you will able to log into the SAP system here, right? You will able to log into the SAP system here. So this is the right mark, means OK button. This is the help button. So this is the SAP home page. This is the SAP home page here, right? This is the SAP home page and the home screen here. This is the theme of the SAP here, drop, the drop, right? Easy access menu login screen here, right? So this is the here in SAP here. So there is not only this is a menu bar. This is the menu bar here. This is the menu bars here, right? So this is the shortcuts
Ravi,
method symbols.
which password is this? At the time of installation, we have given the password. This is the same password we have to use here.
Yeah, same password we have to use it here. That's why we have to remember that during the installation time, it is asking the please provide the password for these users, right? Password for all users and everything. So that password we have to use it here. So why SAP asking that passwords means, so it's creating the users. Why? Because first time when you want to log into the SAP system, then which user will you use, which password will you use, you don't know. So in that case, so SAP by default installation, you will get the two users, the passwords you are setting. So you can use the pass users and you can use the passwords to log into the SAP systems here, right? Once you log into the SAP system, this is the SAP screen here. This is the icon menu bar here, SAP menu bar here. So same has been available here as well here in the toolbar also it is available here. So this is the SAP logo, right? So because this is SAP system, SAP logo here. So this is the application where normally business users will log in, will either enter the transaction, the details and everything from here, right? This is the business application software here. So here you can see this is the OK code box. This is the OK code box here. This is the OK code box here. OK code box means here. So this is the OK code box means here. So here, so this is the OK code box means here. So here, so this is the OK code box means here. What we have to do here, OK code box. Here we need to enter the all the details here, all the transactions we have to enter it here, all the transactions we have to enter it here, all the transactions we have to enter it here. So transactions means here all the transactions we have to enter it here. So transactions in the sense means we can go to the ST22. So something like the transactions means SAP system we have to operate SAP systems we have to operate from SAP systems we have to operate it here. So all the SAP systems and screens we have to operate it here, operate it from here we have to operate it here. Means any screen, any business page, anything you have to enter the transaction codes here. Anything you have to enter the transaction codes. Anything you have to enter the transaction codes here. Right? So this is what we have to do it here. This is what we have to do it here. So this is the one we should give it here. Then when you enter the transaction code, a business page will be opened. When you enter the transaction code, a business page will be opened here. Right? So yeah, master client, master user, master client means it has the wider access. Wider access means any transaction they can access it here. That's why to avoid this type of only these master users are with the basis team only. So as soon as we log into the system, we can create the new user, we can disable it here, right? So this is the way we have to log into the SAP systems here. So everybody, so from today onwards, you need to configure the one SAP system here, right? Just click on the create button, right? Click on the create, then connection here, right? Click on the create and connection. Click on the next page. What is the description here, right? NWV. So suppose like any description you can give it here. Any description. What is the SID? NWV here. Then instance number 00. Suppose if you give the wrong instance number, what will happen here? Wrong instance number, what will happen here, right? So I have given the wrong, means ASCS instance number I have given here, right? So when you click on this button, when you log into the SAP system, you will not able to log into the SAP system, right? It's a broken, which means connection is broken here, right? So why? Because here you are connecting, here you are connecting through custom application server. You are connecting to the custom application server here, not the group server selection. So this one I will explain it when to log in here. So now you just to use the custom application server, but you have to correctly give the instance number. Why? Because here the instance number is the 00, means application server. Application server instance number is the 00. So you need to use the application server instance number. So 00 you have to give it here. 00 you have to give it here. Just click on the OK button. Then the screen will be opened here. The screen will be opened here. So here we have the 001 is the default client. So but later we can change this one. Here you can use the either SAP star or so SAP star, any one of the user you can use it. Password you can use it. You can log into the SAP system here, SAP screen here. So once you log into the SAP screen here, here you can see this is a screen, easy access menu. It is opened here. Easy access menu. It is opened here. So here what we have to do here in the easy access menu here. So here we need to enter the transaction codes here. Here we have to enter the transaction codes here. To operate the SAP systems, we have to enter the transaction code. If you see the other applications other than SAP, we have the tabs, screens, tabs, URLs are there. But here we have to enter the transaction code here. As soon as the first transaction code log into the SAP system, you need to use the SICK is the first transaction code which everybody has to enter the SICK to check the consistency. To check the consistency check, so we need to use the SICK or SM28 are the transaction codes here. SICK or SICK, right? You will get the SICK. If you enter it here, you will get the no errors are reported during the installation. Your system is good, in a good condition. You say initial consistency check here. SICK here. SM28 here. SM28 and SICK here. SM28 and SICK. So no errors are reported here. So this is the OK code box. This is the OK code box here. Here we have to enter the all the this is the OK code box here. Here we need to enter the all the transactions here, right? So if the transaction is not found, means system in the system it will not execute it here. Maybe there is a different product version related transaction code. Okay, so here this is the OK code box. Here we need to enter the transaction code here. So everybody, what you have to do, you need to log into the respective user. So then open the SAP login pad, configure the entries, log into the SAP system with the DDAC or SAP star. For now, just execute the SICK transaction code and see here. So here you will get the screen here. This is the back button. So this is the back button here, right? So this is the back button here. So then you will get the back screen, right? This is the right mark, means OK code enter box here, right? So this is the screen here. So here SAP, if you enter the one transaction code, then one business page will be opened. Here we need to do the we need to check it out whether system is okay or not. This is one of the monitoring functionality, daily monitoring. Daily, once you join the organization, so we have to log into the SAP system. We need to execute the SICK to check whether system is okay. Yes, SAP system is okay. Then users will not face any issues here. So this is the way you have to log into the SAP system, then enter the first transaction code here. Okay, this is what you have to do it for today. Maybe because so today initially we are going slowly just to understand everybody in the same. Initial things are very important. So log into the SAP system, configuring the settings and everything. So today this is your homework here. You need to do that. This is your